tie everything together between LSA ads and Google My Business. So we're going to do some screen shares here and kind of tie this all together and why it's so important that you optimize both. And for this, I'm sorry. I at one point had this up. I must have between videos taken it down. So let's do a search. And again, this is just going to be a search right in our area. So the first thing you notice is you got 3 companies that show up on the top. We're one of the first ones. Reasons that is obviously we're the most proximity-wise. We would rank number 1 out of the 3 that are listed. Review-wise, I'm pretty sure we're at or we're a little bit above where these guys are. And then responsiveness, we do really, really well on that part of the algorithm that local service ads uses. So as you scroll down the page, again, think about this from a searcher's perspective. And this is how you have to think about this stuff. You can't think about it from your perspective because you're too close to it. You have to try to remove yourself and think of this from the person doing the search. Imagine that person has never hired an air conditioning company. They're a new homeowner. They have no idea what to do, what to expect. So they come to this page, they see these ads. They don't really know what these are because they've never hired someone like this before. They see these, they can see that these are ads and don't know anything about those companies. They come down here again. Now we can actually start seeing reviews. One of the most important pieces of growing your business digitally is having reviews. I can't stress that enough. If you do not have an active way to grab reviews, reach out to me. I got a lot of unique ways to get reviews, including video testimonials, ways that don't cost $300 to $500 a month. So there's ways that we can work around that and come up with a solution for you. But if you are getting reviews regularly, you're already ahead of the game, and I'm sure you've probably heard customers call and say, "Oh, I called you because your reviews are so amazing." So it's very important to get these because you can see this stands out. Who would you hire? Think about it for a sec. You came to this, you saw these 3, who would you hire? This is why we get so much traffic from our listing, because we dominate. We're set up to dominate. Regardless of what our competition does, I'm ahead of them. So that's why it's so important for you guys to watch these videos and implement this stuff, because I want you to be ahead of your competition. Because there's, I guess from me, and this is totally sidetracked, as a contractor, I have a soft spot in my heart for contractors. I have been taken advantage of from marketing companies, and I know what it feels like. It sucks. And then you start getting gun shy because you don't know who to trust and everybody sounds the same. And that's why I put together these videos for you to kind of understand what really goes into this stuff, what you should expect, and you can make better decisions moving forward. So again, going back to the original part of this video, you're a new homeowner, you search, now you've seen this name once, now you've seen it twice. None of these other companies you've seen more than once. You get down here, you've seen us a 3rd time because we've optimized our website. Now Capital, this is the 2nd time they've been seen. And then Carol's has got another one on here. So as you can see, outside of us, nobody shows up 3 times. And this is why it's so important for you to have not only an LSA account, but also have your Google My Business profile optimized and to have your SEO optimized. Because as somebody goes down, they're going to look for something that looks familiar. Most likely, if they haven't worked with a company in your trade, nothing's going to look familiar. But what they can see is it's just like any type of marketing. If you send out a direct mail piece, if you only send it out once, my guess, my assumption is that campaign's going to suck for you. You're going to spend a lot of money. You're not going to get a lot back. But if you send that campaign month over month over month over month, just like the radio, if they hear you today, tomorrow, the next day, all of a sudden that name brand starts to stick with people, and then they'll start calling you because they'll remember your name. They'll see your name a couple times on the first page of Google. That's really where you need to be. And that's why it's so important to completely optimize every single aspect Google gives you. LSA ads, GMB, SEO, If you pay-per-click's a whole different ball game. I'm not really going to get into that, but those are the things that you can optimize, and you can do it fairly inexpensively. Companies like myself for the SEO and the GMB optimization, you can get that service for less than $2,000 a month. Now think about that. How many leads would it take for you to get that money back? Now, for instance, our company, we get 30 to 40 leads a month through our, and that's just from GMB, and that's just because I can track that through our website and stuff. Those are a little harder to find, but think about that. 30 to 40 leads, you do an average ticket of $1,000, which I think is about our average ticket. You can do the math. The ROI on that is insane. So this is why my company, Relentless Digital, focuses on this stuff, is because the ROI can be so ridiculous that it's stupid not to do something like this and to optimize this stuff. So keep that in mind. Again, appreciate if you've gotten this far in the series. I appreciate you listening and hearing me stumble through this. Again, new at the videos. I want to get this information out to you because there's so much misinformation. It's important as somebody that's inside the industry to give you this information, because this stuff is what's working for us today. So if this series was helpful, if this video was helpful, subscribe, like, comment, let's talk. You can reach me just about anywhere. I'll put my social media handles down in the bottom of the video, and I will see you for the next video. We're going to dive deeper into branding and why that's so important. So stay tuned, and I will see you next time.